So these are the people who really want to learn because they're in the front row and they're really colored to each other. I know. Marco, no. So guys, I don't know, who knows anything about NLP or actually studied it a little bit. Realize I learned NLP in the 90s. I was being coached with the Mike Ferry organization. And what I learned in NLP was sales talk, the sentences, and how to say the sentences and stuff. And there's like 20 of them, different ways of talking to people, getting them to, I mean, people even say like, well, it's wrong to use NLP because somebody to go to bed with you because of how you're talking. But basically, it's a way of talking to people to where they follow what you're going to do. Now, there's like 20 different ways of talking, adverb, presuppositions. I'm not going to say them all, though, by the way. Then modal operators. Then there's awareness presuppositions. So I got a whole giant list of all the different sentences and stuff. What I'll do is I'll give you my, let me give it now. Holmes at CaprioRealEstate.com. And just put, Edmar, please send me the slides on NLP. And it's a complete list of all the different sentences and stuff. I realize, like, Luigi, tell me a sentence like this. You know what? I really have to think hard of how to do it, because what you do is you learn it and it's part of you. It's not something that, let's put it this way, the minute you say is, I'm going to use an adverb presupposition, you lost connection with the person, right? It's got to be natural. Like, I'm really natural in my embedded commands. You know, Mr. So-and-so, when you list with me, you're going to get everything you want. Won't that be great? So basically, I'll show you how to do this, but here. So we're going to go through the easy one first. Okay. Jedi mind trips. These are not the drones you're looking for. Right? So I even study, well, I'm also a certified NLP. I'm actually now a master practitioner. So realize NLP is really deep. I mean, it's all about the brain and the mind and how it works. And NLP and my coaching, what I'm bringing out is like, I'm always listening to people, to their limiting beliefs. Like when I'm talking to them, I say, okay, do this. Okay, I'm going to try this. And we're not allowed to swear, but Todd knows. I said, I'll try this, never did shit. What it is that when you're working with your brain, the more detailed you are of how you want to go somewhere, the more chance you're going to get there. Your subconscious is where everything happens. That's where all your limiting beliefs, everything that your parents told you and messed you up by, you'll never amount to anything, you're not this, you're not that, and realize this is kind of all developed by the time you're 7 or 8 years old. And you live through life with these beliefs. So when you get, I guess why I'm telling you this is when you study NLP and you get deeper, you find it brings out a lot of things. Okay, so what I'm supposed to be dealing with here is strictly like the sentences and how you talk to people. And we'll go over embedded commands and then pay attention, because I'm going to have you guys individually do one, or 2, or 3, or 4. Or whoever I can get to talk. Okay, so it's a language of the brain. It acknowledges not just what you say, but how you say it, right? Embedding, influencing positive commands into the brain, right? We've all heard salespeople, never sign a contract, right? And that's in their subconscious. And when you say sign the contract, their subconscious goes, Warning, warning, no, you should never sign a contract. So it's harder to get them to sign a contract, right? So embedded commands is the way of putting the command in the subconscious. So when you say it, they're like, oh, okay, it's there. It's fine. Okay. Who would like their clients to feel good and ultimately take action every time you engage with them? Yeah, exactly. So the embedded commands are what up there? Can you figure it out? Feel good, yep, and take action. Exactly. So it's the way, it's the language, it's the way you talk to people, it's what you want to get in their brain so that they will work with you. Okay. Embedded commands. I'm going to go to they weren't able to change the slides around, but I'm going to go to not that one. Okay. So what do you need to have when you're working with somebody? Rapport. Exactly. If you don't have rapport, I don't care how many sentences you know and how to say them or whatever, it's not going to make any difference. So one of the most important things is getting in rapport with people. And here's the thing. Your first 30 to 90 seconds working with somebody, you shouldn't be yourself. You should be what they are. Okay? What you're doing is you're matching their rate of speech, their tonality, right? Because realize that their family, everybody they know, everybody that they hang around with, basically are the same, right? And if you come in and you're talking real fast, and they're like, my son-in-law's from the South, he talks forever and real slow, right? You're not going to be in rapport. So even if you phone prospect, and I did it for like 12 years, the first 3-4 seconds, what am I listening for? Their rate of speech and their tonality, right? And you know you really got it down when you show up and they go, "You're not Indian." So everything you learn, if you're not in rapport, you have nothing. Okay, so what it is that you have to get out of yourself and be like that. And a lot of people have trouble with that. They don't realize it. And if you know the disc at all, some automatically will get in rapport with everybody. Like a high I, it's natural, right? They love everybody. Everybody loves them, right? I get it all the time because my specialty in coaching is I work with teams and I build teams, and I'm always looking to get an office manager. And so the team lead would say, "I love this person. They're so great. They're fantastic." And I'll go look at their disc profile and they're friggin' 99I. Yeah, everybody loves them, but they can't do anything. They chase squirrels and rabbits and yeah, right? They can't stay on track. So so if you're a high I, you're lucky because you're automatically going to be in rapport. If you're a D, S, or C, you got to work at it, guys. Okay? So that's enough about rapport, right? Okay, so here's the thing is embedded commands. So the question is the thought you want to embed in the customer's mind, right? So feel, okay, what you have to think of is an embedded command is a command. It's something a drill sergeant would say, right? So, sign the contract or whatever. It's not, and you got to be careful because you don't want to be sign the contract. Because if you have an uptone, it shows that you have no confidence, right? So you always want to end with a downtone in everything, in all your sentences, right? So always end with the downtone. Okay, so your thoughts, what do you want to embed in the customer mind? When it comes time for them to make a decision, how about feel good, take action, sign the contract, right? We already went over that. Those are good thoughts to put in mind. There's 6 qualities of a embedded command. 2 to 3 words, right? And then one of the important things, as I said, is something a drill sergeant would say. No, it's not a question, right? It's a command. It's not a question. Sign the contract. Feel good. Take action. They're action oriented. It means that you want them to do something, right? It's action oriented. Feel good is action oriented. Take action is action oriented. Sign the contract is action oriented. They are standalone thoughts, and you'll see why as we go through this. They're present tense, like right now, right? And they're assumptive, meaning they're assumptive in the way of you're saying it like it's going to happen, right? It's not maybe or whatever. It's like with authority. Sign the contract. Yes. Good question. Yes. Homes at Caprio, CAPRIO, realestate.com. And I'll call my office manager and tell him you're going to be there. I got to send the green slides because I get a million slides of everything. Okay. And why I want you to get those is that you can go through, see what they are, just research yourself, go in deeper. If there was a book out there, I would refer a book to it. There eventually will be a book because I started writing it already. So, okay, so embedded commands. You want to get the embedded command in their subconscious. So here's the thing, is there's 3 million bits going into the brain a second, right? Your brain and your subconscious can only absorb 138,000 bits. So what it does, it generalizes, because you want to put it in there, right? So it's looking in your past to see what it is. It generalizes, it distorts what somebody's saying to you, and it deletes, right? Because it can only take in so much. So how do we apply embedded command? You place the command in the middle of a sentence or a question. Okay? It sounds like you're ready to move forward and set an appointment. How about Tuesday at 5 or 10? You know, if you really want to buy a home and take advantage of this market, so does 5 work for you? Okay, so you must pause before it. Oh, I'm sorry. You must pause. Oh, okay, so this is the generalization. Only can absorb 138,000 bits a second when you got 3 million coming in. So the most important thing is you pause before the embedded command, and you're your subconscious. Pause. It's like, wait, what's happening, right? And then you give the command, and then you pause again. So that's how you're embedding the command into their subconscious in their brain. So now, when you're doing it, a sentence, it's like, la, 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 la. Take action. Pause. La, 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 la. So you change your tonality on the command. Now, we always practice is that you go overboard when you're practicing it, right? When you sign the contract, right? Because when you're in front of people, you chicken out. You're afraid to do it, right? So in training, you always want to exaggerate so that when you're doing it, it's going to come across natural. So face to face, okay, yeah. So if you're face to face, look them in the eye when you use the command for maximum effectiveness. Say their name before or after the command. It's time to set an appointment, Chelsea. Does that make sense? Any questions? I'm so clear. Huh? Say that again. Yeah. You pause before you say the command, you pause, and then you say the rest of it. And it's la 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 la, command, la 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 la, right? And then remember, you're always ending in a downturn, not up, right? So these are commands. Act now, agree with me, be honest, believe me, sell your house, send me referrals, set an appointment, right? So these are all commands. And when you get that list, it'll have a whole bunch of commands. Basically the same thing. So then you use a model operator. And a model operator is put in front of the sentence or the command. And it makes it come off more natural. Okay. Allow me to list your house so that you can get everything you want. Won't that be great? Right? So, ought to, supposed to, try, want, will you, you could, right? You would, need to. You need to act now so that we won't lose this house. Don't you agree? Won't that be great? Da, da, da. Those last things I'm using are called tie-downs. And we'll go a little bit over that. Tie-down questions serves the purpose of keeping the customer involved, because a tie-down is basically asking them a question. Now remember, not a question going up, but a question where you're doing the downturn, right? People do the upturn and then they lose all confidence, right? So it keeps the customer involved because they have to think about, oh yeah, maybe it will, yeah, yeah. But it keeps them involved instead of you just going, blah, 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 and you lose them, right? They're distinct, distract the customer from strong language patterns, meaning it lets you stay in control of the conversation, okay? And they turn your question from uncertain to certain. Okay, tie-down questions. If you want to take a picture of it. So, does that work for you? Don't you agree? Won't that, I mean, I think I use, won't that be great all the time? So, you pick up a pattern, it becomes you, you internalize it, and then, I mean, you're not gonna, well, you could, but if you're high I, you're not gonna learn all the sentences. Because you're just not gonna spend that much time doing it. We used to have to write 10 sentences a week, and if we didn't, they had 5 checks of ours of $1,000. And it was big boy accountability. If you didn't write your sentences, they would cash your check. So doing the writing the sentences and stuff, it really helps your brain absorb what's there, guys. Okay. So those are tie-down questions. They go on the end, and it's to keep them involved and get them to be agreeing. Okay. Second is that a cat? Yeah. Model operators. Okay. Model operators are what you put in front of the embedded command, right? So use model operators before a command to set up the command more powerfully. So be able to allow me to show you how I can get what messing up. Allow me to list your home so that we can get you to move to Colorado and see your grandkids. Won't that be great? Right? So those are all model operators. Luigi's got to learn how to get a clicker. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, so they're 2 to 3 words, sign the contract, they are action oriented, they are standalone thoughts, and they're present tense. Okay. Embedded commands, thoughts you want to have embedded. Okay, we already went through that. Who would like their clients to feel good, ultimately take action, da da da. And we kind of went over that. It's I feel like I'm going backwards. Okay, so when you're high I, it's really hard to stay on track. I saw a chicken run across there, and I just said, God, what time is it? Okay, so Todd, you want to try it first? First thing is tell me what command you want to do. Okay, so you want to say a sentence and embed the command. That worked. Did we pause before and after? Yeah. The only thing different was your list with me was weak, not strong. Yeah, right. It was weaker than what your sentence was. Okay, so the object is that you want it to be stronger than what your sentence is. La 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 la. List with B. La 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 la. And they'll never pick up on it, guys. They don't know. Okay. You want to do it? No? Okay, should I ask about? There we go. Okay, do it again. Yes, but you don't pause. You're not pausing enough. Yeah, yeah. Usually, we used to learn the pause by just saying dot dot dot, right? And that meant pause. Dot dot dot. So when you're practicing and stuff, you could do the dot dot dot, but you got to pause before and pause after, because no, they'll never know what. I don't know. Yes, yes, exactly. You're actually getting people to do what you want them to do. Like, wouldn't it be great when you go to bed with me? And we all have a good time. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I didn't say chess. Come on. I can't use names. I know that was a yeah. That was a joke. Chess was a joke. I used to joke. Hey, Polly. Okay, what's the command? Okay, so start over again. Yes. So you get the pause at the end, but you didn't get the pause at the front. Right, guys? So, okay. Next. Well, I'll go to you second. Yeah. Um, okay, so what was you the pauses? That was fantastic. But what was missing in the command? No, the background is at the end. You didn't change the inflection of the voice. You didn't change same tone throughout the whole thing. You've got to change the tone. Price it right. So we can get you to Colorado. Okay. Yeah, it'd be fantastic. Was the choose me a command or just part of the sentence? Right, but you didn't say it as a command. It was still the la 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 la.
Is it me?
So, here, you want to stick it? I don't know what they're doing. I think this is being recorded or something. Oh, nobody can hear it. Okay. Wait. I'm supposed to be giving you a mic, but I guess I have it now.
Luigi, why don't we make a decision regarding this house? Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, okay, so what's happening, and everybody's doing it, so I'm not getting across, is that it's got to come across as a command. Luigi, when you choose me, da 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 da, right? So the command's got to be different tonality, strong tonality. It's a drill sergeant telling you to do something. That's what you have to think. How would a drill sergeant tell you to do it? Right? Okay, Long. Oh, wait, here, I'll give you the mic. Long should have this down. Oh, by the way,
So it does take a lot of practice. It doesn't just happen. So you guys all need to practice over and over again. But Luigi, I would like to sell your house before the market gets really bad. Okay?
perfect, right? So, okay.
Luigi, believe me, now is the time before the market turns to sell.
Okay, is that right? I'm not asking you. Okay, do it again. Get out of yourself.
Okay.
Just think. Every time you walk away, right? And it's just a matter of the way you speak. Get it, and they'll feel good. They'll take action. They'll sign the contract, right? These are all things you want to do.
Luigi, now is the time to sell until the market, before the market turns. Don't you think?
Now is the time to sell. Yeah, move on. Yeah. Okay, so Luigi, you realize now is the time to sell before the market goes down. Don't you agree? Does that make sense? Pause, different inflection. And then you go back to your normal tone. Right, right. It's just da 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 da, boom, da 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 da. And then and then a tie down. So, and then normal. And this is something that, guys, this is something that you have to practice because you have to get it to where it's internalized.
You want to try to put innocence.
Probably no more than 3. I mean, you can have long sentences, right? But probably no more than 3 because then it kind of gets weird. Right.
So feel good and choose me. Like Luigi, I want you to feel good and choose me to sell your house. That'd be great, right? Choose me. I want you to choose me.
Choose me.
So are you ready to sign?
Right.
It would be great to list your house now and make the most money in the least amount of time. Don't you agree?
I'm reading your notes. It's not about me. You don't want to go? Okay. Totally understand. I can't make her go. Child. It's okay. It's get out of your box. It's okay. Everybody's a friend of them. What? Leave me alone. That's okay. That's okay. So, if you know the disc profile, this is an S. Huh? Okay.
I want you, Luigi, to feel confident to work with me. Does that sound all right?
Work with me. I want to know. Feel confident. Pause. Work with me. Right? It comes off when you start doing it and learning it. It comes off naturally, right? Yeah. Well, it is difficult because it's not a normal language pattern, right? You're changing the pattern so that it's more effective. Now realize you do have an advantage over most people when you're using NLP. And as I said, there's like 20 presupposition, assumption. They're just too many. I can't name them all. Okay, what are
Right. Okay, Luigi, it sounds like you're ready to set an appointment. Either today at 5 or tomorrow at 4 would be better. One. Okay, Luigi, so it sounds like you're ready to set an appointment. So would either today at 5 or tomorrow at 6 be better?
That's where what you said, like you're all ready to set an appointment with me, right? So that's the proper. Assumptive presuppositions and stuff are very, very powerful.
Luigi, trust me. If you work with me, we can sell that house of yours so you can go on that vacation you've always wanted. Wouldn't that be great?
IS will just like, okay, I want you to like me, so yeah. Okay. Luigi.
Luigi, it's time to make a decision to work with me so we can reunite your family in that house you wanted. Isn't that what you want? Luigi, it's time to make a decision to work with me so we can reunite your family in this new house. Isn't that what you want? Luigi, let's, ellipses, make a decision to, ellipses, work with me so we can reunite your family in that house. Isn't that what you want?
So mine are follow my advice. And yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna use that. Luigi, follow my advice and we can sell your home for top dollar. Wouldn't that be great? Should I try it again? Got it. Okay. Luigi, follow my advice and we can sell your home for top dollar. Wouldn't that be great?
I want to do the get moving now. My name. All right, Luigi, I think we should get moving now so we could get you in your dream beach house by summer. Don't you agree? Oh.
Do you have any recommendations for extended reading about this? To learn more?
That's the problem. Is because all the NLP books are like into your mind, your subconscious, this, that, da 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 da. There is 350 NLP, but the book's 350 plus NLP thoughts, whatever. But it goes deeper. I can tell you some of the books out there that I've tried reading were so far over my head. Right? Yes.
Yes, it's a great podcast on the Home Life podcast. He speaks about all that. I think his solutions are good.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a podcast every week. I don't know when, sometime. Whatever. So, you'll get, I gotta go back, but you'll get these slides. You can go through them. And like, this is one team here. You guys can practice together, right? And listen to each other. Because when you're practicing with somebody else and learning, it comes more natural. Here's one thing, your subconscious doesn't know reality from you practicing. So it automatically will build confidence the more you practice because it feels it's real, right? So working with somebody else is important. And I'm at the end, the other thing is, guess what? Out loud. You don't read it to yourself and think you're practicing. You gotta say it and act like it. So always role play everything out loud. Okay, guys, thank you for coming. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That's my goal.